In 1602, the world saw its first IPO. The Dutch East India Company raised 3.6 million guilders from over 1,000 investors to fund its monopoly on the spice trade. For the first time in history, citizens, not just wealthy elites, could invest, trade, and speculate, sharing the upsides as well as the downsides. The IPO birthed the modern age of investing. 424 years later, Loaf is doing what the world never thought possible: an IPO for property. There is a word in Chinese, 不动产, which literally means an immovable asset. And for centuries, that's exactly what property has been. The most valuable asset class in human history. Land, heritage estates, and today data centers, solar farms, and even poker machines, but unfortunately the most locked away. A $30 million house in Sydney Harbour is a safe haven asset. But it's a monument to stillness. Capital frozen in sandstone, portfolios valued in years and not in real time. And it's not just illiquidity, it's the gatekeepers. Banks who lend you back your own savings, charge you interest, and call it a service. System with no transparency, no real-time pricing, no market, just friction at every step designed to profit those who created it. Even if you can afford the $50 million waterfront property, you still might be waiting 6 months just to see a single dollar of liquidity come selling time. In 8 weeks, Loaf is going to change that. And not alone, but with and for the thousands of people who've been waiting. A true first ever property IPO, not fractionalized, not syndicated, not wrapped in a REIT and called innovation, an IPO. On-chain infrastructure with real-time price discovery, unprecedented liquidity and speculative depth that has never existed for the asset class. Infrastructure built for your algorithms and your quant models, built by quants, so you can execute in nanoseconds, not 6 months of waiting for lawyers, paying stamp duty, and for banks. It's a beautiful paradox, really. Liquidity for the illiquid, accessibility for the inaccessible. Yes, the mansion is still a mansion, and the harbour still reflects on the same glass, but the asset's value enters a new dimension, no longer at the mercy of just one appraisal, one agent, or one buyer. For the first time, it's priced by the collective belief of the many. It enters a market where anyone, anywhere can speculate, invest, and trade on a daily, hourly, or second-to-second basis. When you strip away all the assumptions and break it down to first principles, there is no law of finance, no law of physics that says a house cannot be priced, listed, and traded like any other asset class on Earth. So that's what we're doing. The IPO birthed the modern age of investing, and that was without the technology we have today. Loaf is bringing the world's oldest asset class into the modern world, and you're watching it before the rest of the world knows what's coming. Welcome to Loaf.